So I've been building AI agents for the last few months, and I'm not talking about the obvious stuff like AI writes my emails or whatever. I mean actual agents that are making me money. And I want to show you all 7 of them because honestly, by the end of this, you're going to understand how insanely broken it is that we're not all doing this yet. We're talking thousands of dollars a month, but here's the thing that nobody tells you. My trading bot, for example, is wild. I have a bot that's trading on Polymarket and it's making about $400 to $500 a month just by itself. But that's literally number 7. Because before we get there, I want to show you 6 other ways I'm using AI that are honestly way more profitable for most people. Let's go. Number 1 is the simplest, but probably the most mind-bending when you really think about it. I have an AI agent called Max. Max is basically my employee. And here's how you train an AI employee. You show it what to do. You break it down step by step, and then you let it handle it. Here's an example of what I'm talking about. I needed to find founders who just raised money. I needed to find their CMO and then reach out to them. So I broke it down to Max. I asked Max, search Twitter for raise announcement from last week. Filter for AI companies, find their websites, locate the CMO on LinkedIn, get their DMs, and then send them a message about our service. You see how every single step of any task, any goal that you want to achieve can be broken down. And if you can break down those mini action steps into each and everything that you want, then that thing can be automatable. So I taught Max how to do it. Now Max just does it. And when something breaks, he doesn't just panic, quits his job. He figures out what went wrong and then fixes it. Before AI agents, a good VA would cost you $2,000 to $4,000 a month. A great one might cost you $10,000 a month. Max costs me about $200 a month through Anthropic subscription. And the crazy part is Max doesn't just do what you tell it to do. It finds problems you didn't even know you had and goes, oh, that's easy. Want me to fix it? I mean, there are problems I've been stuck on for literally years. And once I installed OpenClaw and I started chatting to Max, Max looked at it literally once and was like, yeah, that's simple. I can handle it. And it literally just did. Number 2 is where things get really interesting. I have 2 agents that just make me money directly through content. One is Sage, and Sage lives on Twitter. And the other is Nova, and Nova lives on YouTube. They're 2 different agents with different jobs, but they kind of both do the same thing. They figure out what content actually works for each platform. Sage has basically memorized month and month of my tweets. Sage knows which posts get the most engagement, which ones flop, what the patterns are every single day. He's looking for what's trending in my niche. He's analyzing against everything that I've ever posted, and then he suggests the top 20% of the ideas that would probably go viral. It also filters out the bottom 20% that nobody would care about. Then, when it has that top 20% of tweets, it sends them to me. I either approve or reject them. You see those little green and red button. And if I reject a tweet, then it will simply ask me for a reason why I'm rejecting it so that it can learn from my direct feedback. And Nova technically does the exact same thing, but for YouTube. It analyzes every single video in my niche, finds the ones that are doing 2 to 10x better than my videos. Let me go ahead and show you. It finds the outliers that are performing 2 to 10x better than their channel average, and it figures out why they're performing better. Whether it's content gaps, thumbnails, pacing, topics. And here's the result part, which is kind of insane when I say it out loud. I was stuck at 800 subscribers on YouTube for an entire year. I completely plateaued. But 4 weeks after starting to work with Nova, I'm now at 4,500 subscribers. That's basically over 2,000 subs in a single month. I think this month I've gained 2.6 thousand. And I mean, you can just see for yourself the difference of when I started working with Nova. That's when it started spiking, by the way. Money-wise, in the first 10 days of being monetized on YouTube, because Nova got me monetized on YouTube, I've made $253. That's about $25 a day, which if I manage to keep that on track would be $750. Things get even more insane on Twitter because over the last month, I've managed to make $550 in the last 2 weeks and $830 in the 2 weeks before that, which is about $1,400 approximately. So these two agents alone, just in direct creator revenue, are making me $2,150 approximately. That's almost a salary. Depending on where you're from in the world, $2,150 every month is considered a job, a full-time job. And it required me to literally just approve, reject suggestions and film them and then hit post. Number 3 is where the agents stopped being just about making me money and started making my business money. The same agents that I was just talking about, Sage and Nova, but now with a different job. Instead of chasing whatever's trending, they're looking for content that speaks directly to the founders I want to work with. Unfungible is our agency, and our main service is called the Timeline Takeover, where we help founders build their personal brand and create viral launch moments. Oh, by the way, you can go to founderfunnel.com if you're a founder and want to find out more on how we can help you. But anyway, the agents aren't just looking for viral content anymore. They were looking for content that would speak to founders, early stage builders, creators trying to grow. Basically our ICP. And it works because people see the content. They then reach out to me. Hey, this is amazing. How did you do this? Can you do this for my product launch? I mean, a perfect example is I built a web app in one day using Claude Code and OpenClaw. One day. I posted about it on Twitter. It went viral. And 3 founders immediately slid into my DMs asking if we could do the same thing for their launches. Those became leads and those became conversations. Some of those even became customers. So the same content agents that are making me $2,100 a month in direct creator revenue are also funnel toppers for our services. Wait until you hear about number 4. Number 4 is where AI agents start getting really ROI positive. Because see, I built 2 products with AI agents. One is called Unfungible Clips and the other is Max HQ. Both were built almost entirely with Claude Code and OpenClaw. I have another agent called Pixel that handles web development. You can see the little guy jumping right now. That's Pixel. And here's the cost comparison of Pixel. Because when I asked dev shops what it would cost me to build Unfungible Clips, the quotes came back somewhere between $10,000 to $20,000. That was just for an MVP. They said and quoted that they charge another $2,000 to $5,000 for each new feature that we wanted to add going on. But the actual cost for me to build this out myself using Claude Code was $200 a month for my Anthropic subscription. That's it. The same $200 I'm paying for my content agents, the same $200 I'm paying for all of my agents. It's just one $200 a month bill that is able to make and create all of this wealth of value for me. So Unfungible Clips is now generating about $30,000 a month for the business, and it's not done. Every single day, Pixel looks at the app, it figures out what we could do better, it scrapes competitor features and updates, and it suggests improvements. I approve them or I don't. If I do, then Pixel builds them. Next day, we iterate. Same thing, new features. They just keep going and going and going. Look, a human dev team would cost us thousands of dollars a month. Pixel costs basically nothing. And he doesn't sleep, never burns out, never leaves to take another job. Is it perfect? No. Does it get you 95% of the way there? Absolutely yes. Number 5 is where things become a little logistically insane. Hear me out. We have a ton of clients, and clients need a lot of manual work. I mean, there are client portals, campaign reports, meeting scheduling, guest booking for our spaces, launch research, all of it. So we built agents to handle a lot of the grunt work. Before AI agents, we could have one customer success manager handle about 20 clients. They'd be completely slammed at that point. Report writing alone for 20 clients would eat a whole day for that product manager. After we automated all the grunt work, one customer success manager can now handle 35 to 40 clients. That's almost double the capacity without hiring anyone new. I mean, think about that. Our team stayed the same size, but we doubled how many clients we could serve. That's just money on the table that we weren't picking up before. Number 6 is something my co-founder Leon built out. Lead scraping. It's us basically searching Twitter and LinkedIn for founders who just raised money, founders who are hiring, founders who are announcing launches. We find them before they're flooded with agencies. Then we scrape all of it with agents. But here's the cool part that most agencies don't do. Every single sales call that happens, our AI scores it. It scores the closer on a scale of 1 to 10, and it gives very specific feedback. You missed the budget question. You pivoted too early. You didn't ask for the deal twice. It gives actionable feedback for the closer to learn and improve every single time. The closers get better because they know exactly what they're doing wrong, the hit rate goes up, and the deals get bigger as a consequence. Leon actually has a YouTube channel where he breaks down how this works. So definitely go check him out. The guy's insane at sales. Okay, number 7. This is the one that seems to always get the most attention on my YouTube channel. I have 2 bots on Polymarket. One trades 15-minute markets, one trades 5-minute markets. Both are looking at the same thing. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, up and down markets. Very simple prediction markets. These 2 bots alone make about 400 to 500 a month. But here's the thing nobody talks about. Those 2 bots are actually the least set and forget bots that I currently have. I remember when I set them up, I would just obsess over every single trade they were making. I would check the bots constantly, stressing about whether it was going to blow the account or not. So I ended up building another agent to monitor it every 4 hours and alert me if something's wrong. Here's the agent, Knox. You can see him hopping, bouncing, enjoy having to do all this glorious work. But then I also built an auto researcher that looks at market conditions, historical data, sentiment, and constantly tweaks the strategy that we got going on. That agent was inspired by Karpathy's auto researcher. Just keep improving, keep learning, keep adapting. That's the whole goal of that agent. The big lesson here is the first and biggest win with AI isn't some insane wealth hack. It's automation. It's freeing up your time from stuff that doesn't matter so you can focus on stuff that does. Every experiment on top of that is literally just a bonus. So, my friends, to recap, AI agents. Number 1, employee. Saves me thousands of dollars a month and solves problems I didn't even know I had. Number 2, content agents making me $2,100 a month in direct creator revenue. Number 3, same agents pulling inbound leads for our business and services. Number 4, web development that would cost $10,000 to $20,000 happening for $200 a month. Number 5, doubling our client capacity without hiring anyone new. Number 6, better sales through AI feedback on every single call that we get. And finally, number 7, trading bots making $400 to $500 a month. That brings our total to something around $30,000 to $40,000 a month total revenue being powered by AI agents. And I'm not a genius. I'm just building tools and letting them work for me. If you want to learn how to build this stuff, I have a whole bunch of tutorials out there on my channel on how to set up these agents. So subscribe if you want more. Hit the bell and, all that stuff. And if you're curious about any specific one of these, just drop a comment. I'll make a deep dive video on whatever you want to learn about. I'll see you in the next video.